Welcome to the MEM's 8th grade Bookcast. I am Keith. I'm going to be telling you about the book In the Heart of the Sea by Nathaniel Philbrick. And this is the story of the tragedy of the whale ship Essex. This book is non-fiction because it is the story of a true event and is a lot like the book Moby Dick, but is a lot shorter. He also wrote The Revenge of the Whale, Sea of Glory, and others. To sum this book up, I am going to tell you about it plain and simple. This book was mainly about sperm whale hunting for whale's fat that can be turned into precious oil. The 30-man crew was on Essex when they came upon a huge whale. The whale charged the boat and wrecked it. The crew fought back, but didn't dare flee to the near island that was full of cannibals. The crew suffered terribly, and the time on the wrecked ship was terrible, but to know how the crew turns out, you must read the book. I can't say any more. All I can say is it was horrible what they went through. This book had a meaningful theme, and to me it was a little complicated. The crew of the whale ship Essex had to endure cruel conditions and had to fight with the weather. They had the will to live and get through the terrible storms. This meant to me that if you have the want and the will to overcome the elements, you can survive anything and get through it. This is what the theme was to me, and the author showed it all the way through the book. This book was great and full of detail, and it was about a true happening, so I really liked reading about it. It was also an outdoors kind of book, so I like that too. I would recommend this book to anyone who can read pretty well because this book was a pretty hard read, but it is very interesting and keeps you wanting to read it all the way through. I would also recommend it to anyone who would like to learn the world's history and likes books about the sea. I would rate this book a 4 out of 5. Once again, this is Keith, and thank you for listening. Keep on flipping.